Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Also hit that like button, that really helps me out. In this video, what we're going to be doing is taking a look at this brand new 2023 John Deere Gator XUV 835M Gator. It's very nice. But first, I'd like to thank YardSignMaster.com for sponsoring this video and allowing me to use the brand new Gator for this video. Check out their website and I'll have a link down in the description. So first, let's talk about pricing and options. The base price for the 835M is $20,249. The options this one has came in at $1,818, bringing the grand total to $22,067. Some of the options on this one include the black and olive color, plus the front brush guard. We also have the deluxe cargo box with spray and bed liner. This one has the manual lift, and you can get an electronic lift as an additional option. Instead of the hard doors, this customer went with the OSR nets, which is standard. There are many other options such as windshields and other cabs available, as well as air conditioning. And my favorite option, and I think most of you will agree that really makes this thing look good, is the optional 27-inch Predator heavy-duty all-terrain radial tires on the 14-inch black alloy wheels. These look amazing. And before I do the field demonstration and driving, I wanted to just take the opportunity to pull it into the garage and let you guys see and hear it for yourself. So here's a look at it. Now this unit actually is $22,000 retail. We have a guard on the front, got these nice black wheels. We got Predator OBOR tires. Very aggressive. The whole unit looks very, very good. Now this one does have an option for turn signals, and they also got the option for the horn. It's 3-passenger seating. So you have a seat belt there for your middle passenger. Digital display. And we'll do a crank up and run in just a moment. Fuel tank right here. Nice protection all around the back of the bed here. One thing you'll notice right away, this very nice high quality bed liner in here. Very durable. Got some toe down, tie down straps or hooks here on all four corners. Measuring stick built into the tailgate. Two-inch receiver, independent rear suspension, and it does have a electronic locking rear differential. Air filter right there. So you have 3 cup holders here, and you do have one right over there for the driver. Underneath this passenger seat, you can lift that up. Nice big storage compartment right there. These 3-point seat belts, you can adjust this. You can take out this bolt for you taller operators, adjust that bolt to that location. Might be more comfortable than the way it comes right here at this lower setting. Overall, the quality of this is really impressive. Nice steel cage here, roll cage. All this is steel. Even this right here is metal, bolted in. A lot of good protection. Even the welds look really well on this unit. And you have a plastic cover here, which it has all these female fittings here for accessories to be added. This one already has a plate here ready for a winch, as well as the winch control plug right there. You have a 2-inch receiver in the front as well as in the back. So we're about to fold down this bumper and pop the hood. First, the engine is in the rear, but first let's pop the front hood and take a look. So to do that, you pull these out right here on each side. That tilts forward. And now what you do, just some rubber straps, similar to like a Jeep. Hood straps, hood latches. And now we can see pretty wide open area here. You have your steering control with several different universal joints. You got 1, 2, 3 right there. Going to this Allied Motion power steering box there. You see your coilover springs. You got your brake master cylinder right there with your brake fluid. Now we have the radiator, an aluminum radiator right here. Looks to be about 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches wide. Coolant lines running right through there. Now one thing I did notice is that, you know, it's got an electric fan on it, but it also has this plastic right here. So as that electric fan kicks on and it's blowing air, it's somewhat restricted. I would have thought they would probably put this a little further back, because it's a lot of room right here, and they're doing that, I guess, to keep the heat from building up in the passenger compartment, hitting this and getting this hot. Your ID tag is located right here on the passenger side front tire, right behind the passenger front right tire. Now this frame right here, I did notice is somewhat thin. I wouldn't recommend strapping it down if you're transporting it. I would not recommend strapping it to this piece of metal here. You can see how thin that looks. I would recommend using like this winch plate right here. It's got several holes. Even this right here is a lot thicker and stronger to strap it down. You have your fuse box here, very well insulated from water. Snaps back into place. Now let's take a look at the engine. Right here, you reach underneath here and you pull this, and it has spring assist to lift that back. And we got the 3-cylinder dual overhead cam 12 valve inline 3-cylinder John Deere engine. Let's take a look at the other side. Again, our air filter right here. Coming in, we got a rubber adapter here going to this plastic housing, and then you have a rubber boot there, and what that allows for is some movement, flexibility. And you'll notice you got a nice protection here, plastic housing here to keep that mud and sand from throwing dirt towards that air filter intake, which is right here. Nice wide thick frame, very well built. Alternator down there. Battery right there. Now let's jump in this and take it for a ride. The shifters on these feel the best out of all the Gators, but if you're not used to driving a Gator like this, you may find it a little awkward, but this was actually the smoothest. So you go from park to reverse, neutral, high, and then low range right here. So I'm gonna put it in high. You have your rear locking differential button right there. You have your electronic engagement to the 4-wheel drive right here, hazard lights, and like I said, this one has the optional horn. This also, here's our light switch, and this one also has the optional turn signals. So when you first take off, there's kind of a little bit of a delay, there's kind of a clunk. One of the things I like the most about this Gator is that, other than how well it's built, is how quiet it is. And right now the cooling fan is on. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It'll kick off here in just a moment, but just at idle, it's not super loud, it's not obnoxious, it's not annoying. And even when driving, it's not nearly as loud as a lot of side-by-sides that I've driven. You know, you're not wanting to get a lot of attention or annoy, you know, neighbors and things. Now this area is very sandy, it's very bumpy, but that suspension just soaks up those bumps. can't make these street legal. This unit already comes with tail lights and brake lights, but the customer also got the optional turn signals and horn. And she also bought aftermarket mirrors that are not installed on it yet. I think the muffler sound is perfect. It's not too loud to annoy the neighbors. Alright, if you decide to drive the unit without the seatbelt plugged up, what will happen is, as you go along, tops out at 10 miles per hour. Now once you're plugged up, your top speed is 45 miles an hour. For you guys wanting to know the actual tire size, it's 27 by 11 or 270 65R for the rear, and on the front it's 27 by 9 or 225 75R. The drive shaft for the front axle comes out of the side of the transmission right here and goes all the way up to that front differential. And keep in mind, you do have some grease fittings on that shaft. There's one here and there's some on the universal joint in the front. Now the ground clearance is stated on the website, John Deere's website, to be 11 inches. As you can see, we have a nice smooth skid plate design underneath. As you look right here, this is the lowest point, so I measured here and it looks like we're actually coming in at about 11 3/4 inches with no occupants. We'll take a look at the rear. And again, that's with no occupants or cargo. You can adjust the shocks. So guys, that's going to wrap up my video on the 2023 XUV 835M John Deere Gator. Hope you'll like the video, subscribe, and also I want to thank Yard Sign Master for letting me borrow their Gator before they've even seen it. They let me use it. So check them out. I'll have a link down in the description, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.